What's good with you, YouTube? Hope y'all doing good, man. Hope y'all staying blessed. Hope you're on your purpose. I hope you get into a bag. Yeah, man, all that good shit, man. It's been a couple weeks, I think, since my last vid. Um, so yeah, man, I just wanted to hop on here and make this quick little vid. I know the last couple ones kind of been vlog style, but you know, we still trying to get consistent, and sometimes the videos just gotta come out. So in this video, I'm just gonna be talking about competing with myself, man. It's just competing with myself. So like, I guess where this came from is I know a lot of people be, you know, kind of in competition with everybody else. And I kind of used to be the same way, you know, wanting to be better than other people. And I still want to be, I still like competing. I still like competition. But I just flipped the frame of mind from competing against the external world to competing against the internal world. So competing against myself and my own actions and things like that based on where I am right now. So like, for example, you know, I've been in the gym 3-4 years almost now. It's like about 3 years. It'll be 4 coming up in January actually. So about 3.5 years now I've been in the gym pretty much consistently. And you know, I start working out with people, or people see me working out, and then they think that, oh, I'm trying to get like you, or like, yeah, I'm trying to catch you, I'm trying to be as strong as you, I can do as much as weight as you, and stuff like that, when it's just not gonna happen. You feel me? It's like I've been putting in the work, I've been in there every day, you know. It's just certain things that certain people are gonna be more advanced at because everybody's at a different stage in life. So I say that to say that you have to be self-aware to know where you are. You also have to know where you're trying to go and what needs to be done on that in-between process. And really, I think, because I've been saying war on self a lot lately. So let me kind of dive into it for real. So right now I'm kind of doing 70, I'm doing 75 hard, which is Andy Frisella's challenge, which basically means 75 days, you gotta do 5 things. 1, follow a diet, absolutely no cheat meals and no alcohol. Take a progress picture every day. Drink a gallon of water every day. Complete 2 45-minute workouts every day, and 1 has to be outside. Now, a workout could be just walking, so you know, this is counting right now as one of my workouts. I'm walking. I'll probably still work out a little bit later, do a run or something, but you know, just trying to get the time up, you know, as far as my workouts. And yeah, so that's the challenge for 75 days. And you know me, I'm implementing semen retention as well with it. And overall, just trying to, you know, escape all my addictions. So I'm not smoking. Yeah, and I'm a couple days in. This is actually day 2 of 75 hard. And day 1 of no smoking. And about day 4 of semen retention. So, you know, it's still early, it's still hard, but that's what kind of stemmed the topic is compete with yourself. It's hard, definitely, but I'm committing war on self. I'm not in competition with nobody else. You know, some people might be monetarily ahead of me in life, but I'm not looking at them as winning or above me because I know what I have to do. I know who I am and I know what I have to do to get to the next level. So by saying commit war on self and compete with yourself, it's like you have to go towards that pain in order to reap the benefits of the success. I mean, there's so many different ways it's illustrated, I feel like, throughout life. Like, you know, pressure makes a diamond. Like coal, something ugly as coal, heat and pressure forms that into a diamond, one of the most precious. My apologies, y'all. I ran out of storage on my phone. Just had to delete a few things. Man. But as I was saying, the pressure. Applying that pressure to yourself. I was making an analogy how I got cut off and shit, but It's just like James Harden, you feel me, in the NBA. It's like he's a closer, referring to like Tim Grover's book, Relentless. I highly recommend if y'all haven't read it yet. But in that book, he talks about closers, coolers, and cleaners. So like a closer is somebody that, you know, is going to get the job done, you know, is a good player, great player, but they're not legendary. They're not taking that next step. If y'all know Tim Grover is Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant's and Dwayne Wade's ex-trainer. So, you know, he's been around greatness and knows what it takes to get there. So to do that, you have to show up in all moments. You feel me? James Harden, he gonna get you buckets throughout the regular season. He gonna be clutching the regular season. He gonna be clutching the first round. He gonna put up 30, 40, 50 points a game. But when it's in that clutch time and there's 2 minutes left and it comes down to 1 or 2 possessions, you know, you can't rely on him. He gonna fold. So it's just like, in that instance, it's just like that pressure is gonna make you or break you as far as being great. So for me doing 75 hard, I know what I have to do, just like going back to the theme of the video with just competing with self. I know what I have to do to get to the next level, and that's, you know, build discipline. And discipline is built through pain and sacrifice and suffering and a lot of those things. But that discipline also is going to lead to eventually your freedom and the things that we really want in life, and the abundance of abundance of money and status and sex with whatever women we want to, if we choose to do that, or attracting the right woman in our life if we want to go that route too. So it's just like that discipline, that sacrifice in the moment, suffering in the moment. You know, I've talked about it a lot of times on my channel, but all that's gonna lead to the ability to be able to cultivate your dreams. And that's just gonna come from an aspect of competing with self, because I feel like I'm ready for this now, but I've been heard about 75 hard. I've been heard about a lot of the different things I'm implementing now, but it's the implementation, and now I'm ready for it, or I'm getting fed up too much. So it's like, just like the Eric Thomas quote, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. I want it as bad as I want to breathe. Like, it has to happen. It has to work, or it has to work. So it's like, I have to do the necessary steps, and the teacher's gonna come along when the student is ready. When you're ready for the different challenges, the things will come along. But you have to know yourself and know that comparison is not gonna lead to anything good. Comparing yourself to somebody else's situation is not gonna lead to nothing good, because a lot of the times it could be a facade and not be real. What you're looking at could be false. A lot of the times you don't see the work that that person has put in for the last 5, 10 years to get to where they are. Or just, you're comparing on 2 different measuring sticks. You don't know, like I said, it could be a facade. You don't know their real life. You don't know if they're really internally happy and at peace and stuff like that. So it's always good to just, focus on your own situation. But if you choose and want to get to that next level, it's going to take some war on self. It's going to take some war on doing the things you have to do. It's going to take some suffering. It's going to take some putting yourself through pain voluntarily, But that's okay. And that's what's going to get you to the next level ultimately. So it's like, yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to be painful in the moment, but it's going to get you to that next level. And you're voluntarily signing up for it. So it's kind of hard for certain people to wrap their heads around. Like, somebody may be listening to this and be like, okay, nigga, you doing all this shit. Like, you're cutting out alcohol, only eating good food, blah, 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 blah. That sounds terrible. Yeah, it's not going to be fun, but the rewards is too crazy. The reward's too worth it. It just come to that point where you just be like, the reward's too worth it. The reward outweighs the pain, the temporary pain. Because, it's temporary pain, it's temporary pleasure. That temporary pain is going to lead to long-term pleasure. That temporary pleasure is going to lead to long-term pain. So you're going to feel the emotions regardless. Both of those emotions is going to be there. I've talked about that in the past video, but it's good to reiterate stuff. It's good to hear it over and over and over and over and over again, because that's what's going to ingrain it in your subconscious, so then you can start to live it out through your habits. So it's like, that pain and pleasure is going to be there regardless, so you can experience that short-term pain 75 days, 30 days, 7 days, whatever it may be, you consciously putting yourself through some hurt, through some pain to get to the next level, I mean, or you can take the soft way out and give into your temptations, give into your desires, give into your flesh, give into, you know, be out of control of yourself, not controlling the vessel you have. Because we got to realize, bro, we're a spiritual body inside an earthly vessel. So our spiritual body is limitless. Our spiritual body is capable of so much more. Our spiritual body is eternal. Our spiritual body can't die. Our spiritual body knows everything. Our spiritual body is so much more powerful than the physical counterpart. It's like trying to take the whole universe and putting it in one body. That's kind of who we are. So it's like our body is not, if our body's controlling the universe, it's only gonna be able to go so far because we have physical limitations. But if our inside of us, our universe, our spirit is controlling our body, then those limitations go away because it's so much more powerful. You're coming from a different spot. It's like you're the whole universe. I mean, it's a quote by Kanye I really fuck with. He said, when you're acting out of love and not fear, it's like you're a drop of water in the ocean with the whole ocean as your army. And then when you're acting out of fear, it's just you and your money. It's just you and your earthly possessions. It's just you and what you have. But when you're acting out of love, when you're acting from the spirit, when you're using that internal energy, that limitless creative energy inside of you, it's like you have the whole universe on your side. And I'm gonna get deeper into that into a different video as far as like how does that really like actually make sense scientifically, because it makes sense on all levels. You know, science just backs up what's already known through the spirit. So it's like I'll go into that in a different video. But how you act, the universe has a reaction to it. So if you're acting in a way of sacrificing and being persistent, you're embodying certain traits that lead to success, that are laws of success. Because success is not some esoteric thing that only some people can get, or like it's hard to achieve, or like it's, you know, only some special people get it. Like, no, certain laws that if you do these certain laws, then you will get it, period. So it's like when you're exercising persistence and sacrifice and suffering and all these different things, you're invoking spirits of faith. And because when you're persevering through something, you're basically telling yourself that I'm going to keep going because I believe it's going to happen. If you stop, you're not acting in faith, you're acting in fear. And faith's the strongest substance in the universe to manifest things, to make stuff happen. So I'm being faithful with myself, that if I compete with myself, if I commit war on self, if I, you know, attack myself every day and just try to win the day and just really stretch my limits and just this concept of war on self. We be at war with the world so much and try to project negativity into the world so much and try to tell everybody else how to act and like, you know, thinking we have it all figured out and want to project stuff on other people when we have to project all that back on us. Put that energy back into yourself. Have it be a self-fulfilling prophecy. Have it going in a loop. You sending that energy that you would send out to the world, you sending it back to yourself and therefore making yourself better. So therefore you can send out better energy. I hope that makes sense. I love all y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.